Okay, many people may know about the Goth family and Bella Goth's disappearance, maybe even about Olive Spectre and her garden graveyard, but it takes someone with way too much spare time, someone like me, to get involved with the less popular lore of The Sims 2. No, wait a minute. I can't start a video like this. Honey, welcome to the Drama House. Lady Drama speaking. Thank you for joining me today as we'll explore some of the stories from pre-made families in The Sims 2 that tend to fly under the radar when discussing the game's lore. The Sims 2 is well known for its dramatic take on family life, and this family in Riverblossom Hills, the neighborhood that ships with the expansion pack Seasons, absolutely delivers on the drama. Listen to this. Not only were Gabe and his teen daughter Jules dumped by Jules's mother Alexandra, but they were dumped because Alexandra went away to become a pirate. Yes, a pirate. In fact, when you find her in the family bin of Riverblossom Hills, she's dressed like one. But that's not all. Gabe has decided to move on and get himself into the dating pool again. In fact, he's now dating Miss Patricia Wan, a fellow Riverblossom Hills resident who lives with her best friend Cleo. Now, of course, it would be easy to give Gabe a happy ending with Patricia, have her move in, host a wedding, and maybe even make a baby and let them live happily ever after, right? But this is The Sims 2, so things always take a weird turn. Because first, Gabe's daughter, Jules, really doesn't like Patricia. Whenever Patricia and her dad are hanging out at the O'Mackey's house, Jules is just miserable. And how can we blame her? After all, she had to endure the trauma of her mom taking off and found herself alone with her dad with the complicated task of rebuilding their life. So, how is she supposed to embrace yet another big change in her life? Plus, look at this insanely good detail. Both Jules and Patricia's zodiac sign is Aries, and every horoscope girly knows that Aries are fiery and hot-headed, so it's more than expected that the two won't get along right away. In fact, the family description for the O'Mackey even hints to this by saying, will Patricia and Jules be able to work out their problems and realize how similar they really are? Patricia and Jules also share their lifetime aspiration, popularity. And yes, they're both quite different from sensitive Gabe, who has the knowledge aspiration and is born under the sign of Cancer. A Cancer dating an Aries? Whew. What a combo. Wait, let me check what sign Alexandra is. Ooh, she's a Gemini. Predictable. I'm not surprised. But also, there's another issue in the picture-perfect relationship between single dad Gabe and Patricia. When you start playing with either the O'Mackey or the Wan household, you'll soon find out that there might be some sparkles between Gabe and Patricia's housemate, Cleo. Gabe is in fact turned on by black hair and formal wear, which might make him react positively when he interacts with Cleo. So, you know, there are a few ways for you, the player, to stir the pot. Also, a side plot is that Jules used to date Jacob Martini, who's now dating another Riverblossom Hills resident, Sandra Roth, from the Roth household. Although Jules is still friends with Jacob, she's enemies with Sandra, making Jules's life even more dramatic and complicated. During a couple of my Sims 2 live streams, we actually played with the Roth family and we got to experience this triangle between Sandra, Jacob, and Jules. I'll link the episode here if you want to check it out. And honestly, I enjoy Riverblossom Hills so much, I feel it deserves a full video, so let me know if you'd like me to explore this neighborhood's lore in a separate deep dive. The next household comes directly from the family bin of Apartments Life's neighborhood, Belladonna Cove, which means they're not living in any house when the game begins. And if, like me, you've always thought that this was a family of young parents with a bunch of kids, like a teen pregnancy kind of deal, you were wrong, and so was I. The Newson story is absolutely tragic and has nothing to do with being 16 and pregnant, but it might have something in common with a 90s sitcom. There are indeed 2 teenagers, 2 children, and 2 toddlers, but the truth is that they are all siblings. But not in a conventional way. The Newson kids are all adoptive children of deceased Gloria Newson, and after their mysterious mother passes away, the oldest of the bunch are forced to take the lead and keep all their siblings alive. If you decide to play with this household, you'll have to find them a home and a way to sustain them all. This family's dramatic story is not achievable if you begin a brand new household in Create a Sim, as you can't make a family made of teens and children only without the use of cheats. The sitcom their story might hint to is 1994 On Our Way, a short-lived series in which a family of 7 siblings is left orphaned after their parents tragically pass away in a car crash. But this link is speculation only and was never confirmed by the developers. Oh my god, you know what I just realized? The oldest kids, Ginger and Gavin, are the 2 Sims I took to university during my Pleasant Family livestream. I never made this connection, although I had actually previously played with their household. Well, lucky for them, in my game, Ginger and Gavin are totally winning at life, as they've graduated with top scores and they both found love during their uni days. Too bad I had them leave all their siblings alone while they were in university. Oops. For the next dramatic series of events, we are going to Desiderata Valley, the neighborhood that comes with the free time expansion pack. And this drama involves more than one family. Ugh, I just love the Sims too! Meet the Bell family. These Sims are so lucky they have an entire ballet studio in their house. Yeah. I know, that's exciting already. Professional entertainer Isaac and professional dancer Hannah are married and they have a son, Daniel. Hannah's sister, Sharon, also lives with them and she's also a professional dancer. Now, this family is pretty artistic, especially when it comes to the entertainment industry, and when you load the game for the first time, the 2 sisters, Hannah and Sharon, are inside of the dance studio room, both wearing their ballet leotards. So, where's the drama? Well, when you start playing with this family, you'll realize that despite Sharon being romantically involved with another Desiderata Valley resident, John Moll, her presence in her sister's house might cause some issues to Hannah and Isaac. Isaac, in fact, has a wandering eye and he's visibly attracted to his sister-in-law, Sharon. This really opens up some possibilities for you, the player, to create drama within the household by having him flirt with Sharon and bring trouble to Isaac's relationship with his wife, but also to Sharon's perfect relationship with her sister. However, that's your choice and it's not pre-scripted that this is what will happen to the family. There's another detail that is already included in the game and needs to be discovered by the player by looking into Hannah's memories and relationship. Hannah's best friend is Elizabeth Asper from the Asper family. This family includes Elizabeth, her husband Victor, their daughter Pauline, and Victor's father, Louis. Now, as we've mentioned, Elizabeth is Hannah's best friend, and her family bio hints to her husband Victor wanting more kids and to a mystery object Louis will find in their home's attic. But there's more. When you go through Hannah's memories, you'll find out she's been best friend with Elizabeth for a long time, but you'll also discover that Hannah's first kiss was with Victor. I know, Shocker! So with these two families, the game really gives you the foundation to see shit go down pretty quickly. You can explore Isaac Bell's attraction for his sister-in-law, and you can also try rekindling Hannah's relationship with Victor Asper, and as a bonus, ruin Hannah's friendship with Elizabeth, Victor's marriage to Elizabeth, but also Hannah's relationship with Sharon, and Sharon's relationship with John Mole. Oh, and spoiler alert, the secret object Louis Asper will find in the attic is a genie lamp. To close up this festival of dramatic lore, we are going back to the base game, to the neighborhood of Strangetown. And this family might be the best known out of all the ones I've mentioned in this video, but I feel that the full history often gets ignored, especially because there are way creepier things happening in Strangetown. So let's talk about the Grunt family. General Buzz Grunt is a totally damaged piece of shit. No, okay, let me rephrase this. General Buzz Grunt is a military man who comes from a family lineage of military people, as both his father and grandfather were generals themselves. Buzz has 3 sons, Tank, Rip, and Buck, and for all of them, he seems to have great military expectations. Tank is obsessed with getting his father's approval to the extreme point of wearing military face paint, while his 2 brothers, Rip and Buck, are more chilled, with Rip being a lazy romance aspiration sim, and Buck, who's a child, being a diligent student who wants to become a celebrity pet stylist. I know. Buck needs to be protected at all costs. General Buzz Grunt seems to have eyes only for Tank, as he's clearly disappointed in Rip and just plainly uninterested in Buck. He spends his days hating on anybody who's different, particularly the Curious household and the Smith household, and his beloved Tank shares the same feelings, obviously. The Grunt family is so well used to represent the main active conflict in Strangetown, which is the only neighborhood that interacts directly and visibly with aliens. So on one hand, you have the Smith family, for example, in which you find 2 Sims who are and look like aliens, and on the other hand you have the rigid military Grunt family who obviously hate on the aliens without even hiding it. The internal struggle to the Grunt family is that Rip and Buck actually get along with members of the Smith family, while their brother and father just can't stand their presence. So the challenge for you as a player is to, well, manage all of these dudes who are so different and have such different outlooks on life, but also play with all of General Buzz's sons and see the consequences of his terrible parenting skills. But yeah, there's more. You may be wondering, what happened to these boys' mother? Well, here we go. More drama, baby. General Buzz somehow managed to land this fabulous lady, Lila, as his wife. And Lila is in fact the mother of his 3 children. I don't know, she might have had some authority kink or something like that. Or maybe General Buzz was a different Sim back then, and what happened to his wife made him tougher and harsher on others. What really happened to Lila remains a mystery tale, but rumor has it that her marriage to General Buzz was far from perfect. It actually became so unbearable for her that she divorced her husband. So allegedly, and for unknown reasons, one night Lila got in a cab and left her 3 beloved sons at home. The timeline of the events is unclear, but apparently she then visited the creepy property of Olive Spector, best known as Strangetown's serial killer, the lady who has a literal graveyard in her garden. And right there at Olive's house, Lila found her demise. If you check her grave at Olive's house, you'll find out Lila died by electrocution, but everything else remains a big mystery. The saddest part of all this terrible story? Well, nobody in the Grunt household knows she's dead, and they don't seem to have this information in their memory panel. Ooh, so much drama, honey. I don't know about you, but talking about these storylines just makes me feel like jumping back in The Sims 2 and go stir the pot at these Sims houses. If you've made it to the end of this video, you've definitely earned the title of Drama Queen or Drama King, so join me at the Drama House if you haven't yet. And if you want to know more about The Sims 2 lore, feel free to watch any of these videos. I'm sure you like them. Thank you so much for stopping by today. My name is Lady Drama, and I hope I'll see you very soon.